Could you overcome a 10-inch metal plate and walk again? After a car crash left me bedridden, Falun Dafa offered new hope. With patience and support, I relearned to walk and found healing physically and emotionally. This is a story of small miracles, inner strength, and a family's transformation through practice, even in the face of adversity. I hope my journey inspires you to find strength and hope, no matter the circumstances. I'm a veteran practitioner. Before practicing Falun Dafa, I was involved in a serious car accident and was hospitalized for 60 days. After being discharged, I was bedridden at home with a 10-inch metal plate inserted into my leg. My life felt miserable and hopeless until I found Dafa. Ms. Zhang from my village learned Dafa before 1999. She often came to my house and encouraged me to practice Dafa, but I refused each time and said some bad words about Dafa. Not long after, I was involved in a car accident. I suffered a lot, so Ms. Zhang came again and earnestly urged me to practice Falun Dafa. If you practice Dafa, perhaps you can recover and won't need to have the metal plate removed, she said. I believed her this time and said, okay. Since I can't work now, and you don't have to work at your age, come to my home and let's study Dafa together every afternoon. Before long, I was able to get out of bed and walk again. After about 7 or 8 months, I returned to work. That was 20 years ago. I never needed to have the metal plate removed in the hospital, and now I can sit comfortably in the full lotus position. Since practicing Dafa, I have experienced 2 or 3 traffic accidents, but emerged unharmed, thanks to Master's protection. On one occasion, while riding my electric tricycle, I collided with a car. Although the car was damaged, I was completely unhurt, even though I was sandwiched between the car and my tricycle. It was only through our omnipotent Master's protection that I survived. Otherwise, the accident could have been fatal. Since childhood, I had suffered from a variety of illnesses, which could not be cured by Western and traditional Chinese doctors. Shortly after I began practicing Falun Dafa, all my illnesses disappeared, and now I feel light and happy. Before I began practicing Dafa, my bad temper led to strained relationships with those around me. I often argued with my parents-in-law and siblings. I viewed my husband as incapable and too honest to do business in China, and I despised him. I felt that everyone around me took advantage of me, which left me emotionally exhausted and often led me to threaten divorce. This turmoil deeply upset and frustrated my husband. Since learning Dafa, although I am not highly educated, I have studied much of Master's teachings. The more I study, the more I gain from it, and am transformed by Dafa's principles of truthfulness, compassion, and forbearance. I refrain from retaliating when being attacked or insulted. Because I once had a bad temper, this was difficult for me, but I knew I needed to follow Master's teaching. I believe that as long as I study the Fa diligently, the power of Dafa will surely transform me. Through studying Dafa, I have come to understand the principles of how to be a good person. As my character improved, I stopped getting upset and refrained from doing any bad things, choosing to only do good things. I am more filial to my parents-in-law and let go of resentment towards my husband, also avoiding conflicts with my siblings. All of my family members have said that Dafa is good, and my husband happily supports me in learning Dafa. However, when China's former communist leader Jiang Zemin initiated the brutal campaign to persecute Falun Dafa practitioners for his own selfish motives, I felt intimidated. Fortunately, my husband reassured me, saying, "Do not fear. Master teaches you to follow the principles of truth, compassion, and forbearance. There is nothing wrong with them. The Communist Party is just evil." Tada! After that, I began to clarify the truth about Dafa and help people see through the lies promoted by the Chinese Communist Party. Each day, I approach fairs and markets with an uplifted spirit. Even when taking care of my grandson, I try my best to do the three things well. Through my personal transformation, my family has experienced firsthand the goodness and wonders of Dafa. Recognizing its positive influence, they too feel blessed by Dafa. For example, last fall, my daughter-in-law was involved in a serious car accident after dropping off my grandson at school. She collided with another car, which overturned, trapping the driver underneath. Everyone was terrified, fearing the driver was surely dead. They quickly rushed over, flipped over the car, rescued the driver, and sent him to the hospital. The doctor examined him thoroughly and said, "He's fine, not even a scratch." My daughter-in-law later told me about the accident. I told her our omnipotent Mater protected her, as Master said. When one person obtains the Fa, the whole family benefits. Upon hearing this, she realized Master had indeed protected her. She immediately went before Master's image, knelt down, and kowtowed 3 times, saying, "Thank you for saving my life, great Master. Otherwise, I would have been killed." The front of my car was completely wrecked, but neither of the 2 drivers was harmed. It was truly a miracle. Before my granddaughter's college entrance exam, her pre-exam score was only around 400, which was too low for college admission. She felt very stressed. At that moment, my daughter-in-law recalled Master's blessing and said, "Dafa is so miraculous, let's all pay homage to Master." She then offered many fruits to Master's image. Our whole family knelt down and kowtowed to Master, sincerely asking for wisdom and intelligence to be bestowed upon my granddaughter. About 2 or 3 days later, my granddaughter took the entrance exam. I told her, "If you sincerely believe in Master and often recite, 'Falun Dafa is good, truthfulness, compassion, forbearance are good, Master will help you.'" It was a long wait for the results to be published. On the day the scores were released, she was excited and overjoyed to see her score of 569. She said, "I never expected to be admitted to college. Dafa is truly marvelous. Thank you, Master." Regarding my mother-in-law, she is truly blessed because she constantly recites, "Falun Dafa is good, truthfulness, compassion, forbearance is good." At 97 years old, she remains healthy and is able to take care of herself. She often tells me, "Master is so marvelous. You must never stop practicing." I assured her, "I will definitely practice to the end. I will diligently practice, do the 3 things well, be a true practitioner of Dafa, and follow Master to return to our heavenly home." When one person obtains the Fa, the whole family benefits. My entire family has benefited and been blessed. Thank you, respected Master. For more about Falun Dafa and the persecution in China, see the links below for reliable resources, true stories, and ways you can learn or support. If this journey moved you, please like, subscribe, and share to help more people hear voices of hope and healing.